YourBoySuper here, completing submissions for the Azed Empire for my darling Aisling. Quite a unique name. Aisling Duval. Fancy. I don't think I met any real people with the name Duval. It's like ballroom dancing people in movies. Since the last video, I've been doing a bunch of missions. I got promoted to Pioneer in Exploration. Oh, you want to see that? That's my new insignia. Pioneer. It sounds the first one that sounds like, that has glory to it. The rest was Explorer, everybody is an explorer in outer space. But Pioneer sets me above a little better, that makes me more of an explorer than everyone else, Not everyone, but. And my relationship with the Empire is I'm an outsider still 82%, 58% friendly. And the reason I started, because I'm about to deliver some propaganda material for my faction, and I'm going to be promoted. I've never been promoted in the faction. I don't know if we got a mission to do, like with the superpower, or what. I'm up to $81 million. Still waiting. The ship is really good. It's worth all this work. I mean, it looks good, and it's good. It's got to be good. And I would probably say, this style of ship is definitely the best. There's three that I know of. I would probably say either the medium or the smaller one is the best, because I'm not a big fan of. I don't like big bulky boat ships. I like small, sleek, and sexy like sports cars. But so this one's the smallest, so it might be the best. And that my monetaries 82.9. $900 rebuy. I found an interstellar faction, so I got rid of all my bounties. I had like 6, 7 bounties here. Got rid of all of them. I couldn't find a mission to the system from where I was at, because this is a system that for delivering papers. It's not a mission. And I've done that a few times. We're at 70 merits, and I got 40. So that means we need to complete 2 missions to get to 40 merits and be at 100, and at 100 is rank 2, which turns into 50,000 credits a week. I believe 55. Let me double check. 55 credits a week for rank 2. Rank 2 unlocked at 100 merits. We got 70 time for 1 day. We've been pledged. Unlocked at 100 merits. 50,000 credits a week. 1 consolidation vote. 15 power commodity allocation every half an hour. We're delivering tens of things at a time. It'll go up to 15. Any influence change applied in controlled exploited systems increased by 10%, increasing to 15, 20, 25% at galactic power standing levels 3, 2, 1, respectively. So this is the only system. These 2 systems are the one we haven't prepared for takeover yet. But this one doesn't look like the rest. See, the red ones go to this screen, and the trigger and the cost. The trigger has been exceeded. And then this one we haven't reached enough, but it's still the same screen. But this one is different. So I don't get it. It says consolidation. I think they're going to consolidate this with something we've already prepared or something. Or consolidate it with one of these things that isn't prepared. Consolidation. There is a consolidation tab. No. But it's a different thing. Like control, we control these so you can fortify them by delivering these materials. Expansion, you deliver expansion materials, and preparation materials, but they got switched to consolidation. Oh, that's the vote, see? You can vote to invest the credits in system defense next cycle, or vote to invest credits in preparation this cycle. Consolidation. Well, oh well, let's get on with it. Confirm I can only hold 38. See, we're already over prepared here, but it didn't say that. This was the top one. See, at the bottom it says prepare progress, 11,000 out of 50. And the top one, preparation. This is the top one. It says it needs to be prepared. I don't get that. Why is this red? Why isn't it red like these ones are done? That's why they're red. This one is supposed to be done. Guess we gotta consolidate. I don't. We prepared everything. Everybody must work for her. She got everything prepared and done. No way. It's 83 million. Let's turn it in. 3,800 credits, 108 merits. We might go to the next level sooner than I thought. We have the 100 merits. How do we get unlocked the next rank? Any messages? No. Can we pick up? We can't pick up anything here. Can only return things. So, we're getting in combat because we had black box missions. So let's get the power distributor. We need to get the power. The other's a power plant engineered as soon as possible. We can't because we gotta unlock it. Did we get what we needed to unlock it though? Specialized legacy firmware. That's a high grade emissions or scanning, I think. Uncontrolled system. What are these factions? Find an uncontrolled system, we could take it over, but we have to do it for one of the factions. It says uncontrolled. There's a controlling faction right there. I found a faction I want to work for called the Gold Drug Empire. So you might as well RP. So what's up, Mr. Ball? When do we get this promotion? Yeah, we got it? No. Well, let's go back to QBO. Oh, what was that noise? Nothing? The map. I changed the bookmarks to E.FSD engine thruster. That's the engineer and what they make. Did that for all of our engineers. The Drone Empire one is Bambera, not too far away. And the Aisling Duval is our headquarters, home base. Cartwright stations from a year ago when I played. Everything's from a year ago when I played. Interstellar Faction, that's where you can pay off any bounty from anywhere. And not go to jail either. Boston Dock is from when I first started playing. I don't know what Nano Bozo is. It's Zamina Torval control. I don't like the power play view for exploration, but anyway, we're going home. It's Aisling Duval QBO. And we're gonna pick up some. We're gonna try to fortify, or we're going to try. Well, we can't try expand. Let's do an expand one. That's a confusing one. Because if most, I assume most people would probably do it in order, do preparations, then expansions and control. But it's different than the preparations and expansions. Instead of collecting materials at home, you collect materials from the system and then take it to Empire Systems and deliver it off. So we would have to go to Rashar. But oh, I didn't look at that. The expansion triggers at 8,906, but we already have 12,600 trigger reached. Expansion will occur unless overtaken by opposition, and that's the next cycle. So we're not going to expand. We're going to do some fortification. Let's see, yeah, these still haven't been triggered yet. The closest one to, well, we should wait till we get to cue ball because we need to take papers from cue ball there. I want some of these things that we need for engineering upgrades. I don't. This stuff was a pirate. I shot down a pirate, but before he was trying to frameshift drive away, he dropped a stolen goods. Like these things right here, aberrant shield pattern. You get most of these from scanning, from what I've seen. But there's another kind that aren't listed here. The ones that we needed for our current engineering piece. There it is. Specialized legacy firmware. These are all used by engineers. Found by scanning ships or mission rewards, can be traded at encoded materials traders in high security populated systems with high-tech military accounts. Instead of getting money, you can choose that, or you can get it from scanning ships. Okay. I thought we were jumping already. I took on a Crate Phantom. He's only competent though. It was close. He got me down to 50%. He cracked my windshield, so made me think of an interesting question. Could our windshield break and we get sucked out into space when our ship's integrity is higher than 0? I'm pretty sure it can at 10 or less. That is probably a threshold then. Like, because technically our ship windshield could break when our hull is at 75 strength, and then we would still crash and burn. How does that work? That's got to be an interesting decision to make when you're making something like that. Seems trivial for such for the game. I like it. Either way, I'd probably still play the game. I'd probably bitch about it. Bitch about it, but still play. Karma Wyatt. Now that we've warped a couple times, I wonder if it's changed. It's the wrong screen. I'm just bouncing back between these two mission types. Missions for Aisling and missions for the Empire. We're home now. So any station, any port. I'd imagine. It's been malfunctioning all the game. My select here. Instead, all this time I've been playing today. Murube. Like they put markers on the galaxy map, so I was gonna say I was transfer all my ships and all my parts here. So if I ever forget where they're at, oh, the parts. It'll tell you where your ships are at, but parts you have to go into a space station and go to stored modules, and then it don't tell you where they're at. You have to transfer them, doing their time limits. We could probably warp there in 5 minutes, but the game's gonna take an hour. But they don't tell you, so you can go pick them up yourself. So I'd rather just transfer them to here because we're always gonna be here, and the first transfer is the only time it'll take. But we don't even notice it. They'll just be here when we get back from doing missions. Instead of while we're in the middle of upgrading a new ship, it'd be better to be prepared. So we're gonna get some medium materials and head to fortification. Why couldn't we? Because they didn't need us to do expanding. Expanding seemed interesting because you get paid for exploring. A lot of fun of the game is exploring. Expansion, instead of flying back to places you've already been to, it's the closest thing to exploring. There's our ship. One of our Imperial ships. Like that's better. That is the one we're gonna get. Go take a look at it. We can scan it, maybe get some data. He's coming in. Oh, whoa, whoa. Am I in reverse? I don't want to be in reverse. Oh, no, Doc. Oh, the Doc's messing me up. Yeah, courier. So it's not focused on combat. It's not focused on exploration. Just couriering, data delivery. So it's not going to be the best. Medium's probably the best. Like the Python, the Anaconda. They're like designed to look like combat ships, and aerodynamic, but they're large, very large. But we're gonna be, since we just started the power play, that's what we're gonna be doing is currying stacks of paper back and forth for. So it's only fitting that we use the courier.
Touchdown confirmed. Execute system shutdown. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit, Commander.
Thank you, darling. So we can collect, collect 2 of anything. Collect program materials, that's can fortify. Medium materials is prep. We want to fortify. Like, why haven't we leveled up to 3, level up yet? To 2. Fill up my cargo hold. Money be damned. So we're going to zoom right on by it too before it even unlocks. I hope it doesn't wait for maintenance.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I don't know. We're easily going to get another 100 at least. Another 108, maybe more. So why is it not upgrading? I'm going to look it up while we're here. There's help tab there. If you're in another system, they'll attack you because you're a member of the superpower, and if you respond, you get arrested. Works both ways. In your own system, you may freely attack vessels of another superpower without repercussions. Recompense. If you destroy a ship allied to your power or one associated with the power, you'll be reprimanded for treachery, and merits and ratings reduced. Just because two powers are aligned with the same major faction does not mean they will not want to oppose each other. As a supporter, you may detect. Remember that taking actions will require you to commit crimes. It means that some missions you undertake will have repercussions if they go against your superpower. So don't totally think the board's not going to set you up. Mission board. As a supporter, you may deflect another's defect. You don't care about that. Withdraw at any time. There's no penalty, just a time cooldown. Your rating is awarded at the end of each cycle on how many merits you have earned from supporting your power through activities like expansion progression. The end of what is a cycle? At the end of every cycle, you're given credits in the form of a voucher. As your rating increases, power play cargo is made available as well as increased reputation votes. So what is a cycle? I'll look it up. It is maintenance. Thursday at 7. So a week, whole week. Well, by then we will be level 3. We could get up to a million by then. I mean level 5, making millions. 50,000 was start at something decent. But at level 3 we get access to prismatic shield generators after 4 weeks. Particularly strong shields. So we're gonna have, well, we'll probably get to level 3 in 1 week. So what are we carrying? What are we doing? Program materials. Let's see if we could sell these minerals. No, although there's a lot here. More than most stations. What about, we haven't even looked, is this our home system? Prismatic Imperium. We might want to support the Prismatic. Imperial Empire Prismatic. All words highly affiliated with us. Prismatic Imperium is the controlling faction. They're members of the Empire. QBO first. These are all like militias, freedom fighters, liberation front. Would say that Prismatic Imperium is true to the government, or our faction, ourselves, our superpower. 12 shifts. Imperial Eagle, that's the one we were getting. No, we skipped right over that for some reason. What rank do you have to get to have to use that? It's a fighter. I'm tempted to get. See, we've already skipped straight over that. So we use these. These are better fighters, but it looks better to me. We should have got it. We could get it. Here's what we're going for next. Courier. That one, yeah, that's not the best looking. I don't like the curve. I'd rather have just straight edges. Then we'll do the Type 7, the Clipper. That's an awesome looking one. Bear, and you gotta be a super high rank. Cost 22 million. Orcas, Beluga liner, Sideliner. Are we? Yeah, we're in QBO. We can still transfer our ships here, I guess. Oh, that's like 1 million credit. And when you get all three of the Imperial ships, even the old fighter, and then we can grab pieces and mods from these when we decide to do so. That'll be nice to have like the Imperial fighter, the Imperial Explorer, the Imperial Hauler. And we'll be a member of the Imperium, the Empire. I love it. I got lucky. I just picked the prettiest girl. I didn't realize I had the prettiest ships too. That one wasn't bad. But these are all low-level ships. A lot of the low-level ships look good. Like the Viper, the Cobra. Sidewinder don't look bad either. A little too wide.
Frameshift charge detected.
Why do they keep letting me transfer it multiple times? All our ships are stored here. Let's get our outfitting. My modules, my modal days. This is going to be the real handy thing. Real convenience later. But it's not really going to be later now because I'm going to go buy that Imperial ship like now. The fighter. I'm going to go on fighting missions. Clean everything and bring it here. Super Cruise Assist can be sold. 4E power plant can be sold. Let's just transfer it here. I mean, every ship comes with a power plant. We should have just sold that. And it's an E. A rank power plants are hard to find. But I was thinking my ship's gotta have one. But they come with E. You see the difference between a bio-weave shield and don't need both of these. That's something I can sell. We got a problem with our guns right now. As soon as I've run out of ammo for the missiles, and if I run out of ammo for the missiles, it's a whole different fight. But on top of that, if I run out of ammo with the multi-cannon, it's an even more different fight. So I prefer everything go down at once, so I'm not stuck in there, with one barely working weapon. So then we were gonna do some of these missions. We can't. Why is that? We have cargo full of the wrong things already. How did that happen? Oh, I got media materials. Yeah, program materials. I hope that's not preparatory things. Hope it's fortification things. I can't remember. Program materials fortify. We got one close, but and it hasn't triggered yet. So we'll go there. perfect. One jump away. And I choose the closest station. It's not going to be easy. 256 light seconds. 147,000. Okay, it's not that one. So there's North Lake. We have mapped already. Okay, we'll go then. Yeah, where were we going? Lambda 1, 10K. Lambda 1, 10K. Okay. See if we can get a mission there. Lambda 2, 10K. Lambda 1, 10K. Deliver 4,000 units of liquor to on the surface. That's crazy. Lambda 1, 10K land missions. Donate 25,000.
Incoming message.
Donate 25,000 again. Lambda 2, 10K. 10 canny. Lambda 1, 10 canny. Deliver 3,000 units of liquor. It's a wing mission. Multiplayer mission. That's a lot of cargo space. Ours is maxed out at 40 right now, for comparison. 85 million. Like, we could donate more and I wouldn't even notice. Especially if it's less than $1 million. It'll bring up our rank with the Navy, the Empire. So we should probably do it. 300,000. Courier to Lambda 2, Lambda 1? No. Let's go. Silver Advanced Industries of QVL. Reputation up. 82 and 58. You didn't pick up any missions? Okay, we'll just rotate. This one's gonna be a Duval mission, then we're gonna do the Navy mission, and then do a Duval mission and the Navy mission, and we'll get to level 3 in no time.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints retracted. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
Oh, it disappeared. We need to keep up on the scans too. Don't have to be wakes. Simon, are we ordering? Are we ordering? What are you ordering? What are you ordering? Orca, that's a cruiser. Sky Apperly. Master Combat Pilot. Reduced to doing space taxi tours. Come on. A hardened combat veteran doing. Master Combat Veteran.
Frameshift drive charging.
We couldn't sell the cargo. Probably should have put it to the black market, but I wasn't thinking. Alright, this is cargo. You can get the Imperial Eagle. Let's take a look at the ships here to see where that was at. The Eagle Mark II is a fighter not made for the Imperium, but there's an Imperial version called the Eagle for 110. It's right in between the Adder and the Viper Mark III. The Mark IVs were good. I don't remember. I think the Viper was better than the Cobra. The Viper was like, it seemed like I could have been an endgame ship, but I didn't know how much game there was left. Because I became dominant in combat and learned how to do it in that. But walking around in a floating skyscraper with nothing but guns out of every window is how you end up eventually. The Courier should have been a fighter, entry level fighter. Because then there is the Clipper, which looks like a big old yacht, like the Beluga or something. And then that's it. The Imperial Cutter is the most expensive ship in the game. And I guess it's like as big as a fleet carrier. At 200 million. And you're never going to find the parts to upgrade it. The 8A power plant, 10A power plant, that's fleet carrier materials. Peace for the dead, peace for the dead, the funeral ship. Right, keelback is absolutely monstrosity. Absolute monstrosity. A couple $1 million for a flying rock, a flying boulder. I suppose you don't have to be aerodynamic in space, though. You have to have extra thrusters, extra thruster fuel. Make excessive, overly complex maneuvers.
Take off, Yankee Oscar uniform. The Empire cordially welcomes you to our facility, friend. Access permitted. Please land on designated pad number 01. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Lambda, Beta, Kappa. The paint jobs are the only smooth, reflective, shiny paint job. Oh, the Keelback has a shiny, reflective paint job.
Scan detected.
I mean, it's the angles, the lines, and it's instead of smooth curves, you got it's angular.
Landing gear deployed.
Aerodynamic.
Landing complete. Systems offline. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
Still no nav data. What is nav data? What game is nav data from? I remember it being somewhere. Did that have an effect on anything? We gotta undermine. We gotta fortify it. I didn't have fortified materials. Oh, we moved to pick up already. What's the status? Upkeep, fortified, overhead, radius. It's 350% fortified. So are you telling me I can undermine it? Sealed contract. So that says get him from QBO, but we can't. I must have been reading the wrong thing. Collect A-Link sealed contracts from a system she is expanding into. Deliver them to this system to support her plan. 84 million. 750,000.
Incoming mission critical message.
Follow-up mission on our donation. Of course there's a follow-up mission on a donation. Source and return. Please check the mission board at Rice Hub for a follow-up mission. I didn't even see any missions I liked. I didn't see the donation follow-up mission. There it is. Massacre pirates. 6 smugglers. 2 million. Get the influence and reputation now. So what is reputation with the empires? 58. We don't need that to go up. We need our rank to go up. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of benefits. The mission itself will give you a lot of reputation and rank increase. Then all of the vouchers for killing all them pirates will get you a lot. I guess we could do it. Do they sell the Imperial Eagle? But I wouldn't mind doing it in that. And what's the armor? Shields and armor is at 104.
Mission critical message.
We're at 3.5. Yeah. Contract details. I don't know. We'll buy it. Can we send it somewhere? I don't think we can send it somewhere. Next time we're in QBO, we'll buy it and do that.
Pilots are expected to be free from any of the docking
Loading gear
after
retracted.
receiving authorization.
Landing restraints retracted. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
So where are we headed? Missing out on a bunch of skins. Scan me.
Speed restrictions lifted. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wish you a safe onward
Scan
journey.
detected. Scan detected. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Another one. Scan the ship. Campaign ship. Clipper. Imperial Clipper is one of ours. Missed out on that.
Scan detected.
Oh, that one's too far. We're gonna go for a different one. Am I choosing the farthest? Is that how it's ordered in the list? It doesn't seem like it. This one's close. Alright, let's go.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Go take a coffee break, and this is what happens. Jeez. The arena's back up and running. And could you imagine if Frontier shut down, my game's ruined? There's no other games like this. I'd be pissed.
Lakon Yankee Oscar 34.
Massacre of the Blue
This
Smugglers.
station is under Imperial sovereignty. Kindly observe.
I'm an imperialist.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ilanda Vesta. Now I'm gonna be anxious all week for the rank upgrade. I'm gonna get that up to the 750 mark.
Objective detected.
And then the next video I make would probably be for the rank increase of the Empire. I guess we were supposed to search the signal sources. Because we scanned the system plenty of times. Yeah, indeed we have. But there should be a lot of first maps still available. Because, you know, the default scanning, entering the system, those types of scans you start the game with. So not everybody guaranteed went to full surface scanning. Then, from who went to full surface scanning, not everybody continued to do every planet. Some people realized only water worlds and Earth-like worlds is where the money's at. So there's probably a lot of the rocky and ice planets that haven't been scanned. And if you're the first to map it, you do get a substantial amount of money.
Incoming message.
Your dolphin. I didn't want to buy. Oh, my dolphin. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I didn't buy a dolphin, but it's our old one. I don't think it's. I don't think it's over 1 million. It's a couple 100,000 at least, but it might be 1 million. I don't know.
Incoming message.
Sidewinder, our starter ship. It's not really our starter ship. We crashed that. Probably more than anything. Combat losses. We even got lost without fuel and had to self-destruct in that. That's like the bare minimum gets you to one place to another. Did I get the signal?
Frameshift drive
I didn't get a
charging.
message telling me so.
Ready to engage. Two, one, engage.
Oh, I still didn't get. Yeah, we did. There's the signal. Distress call. Sucks about the distress call is you can't see what kind of distress call it is. If it's the kind that's in the search and rescue tab, I would like to do it. But I'm not going to waste my time refilling people for 2,500 credits over and over and over. I'm not going to drop off some medicine supplies for 2,500 credits. I'm not going to repair their ship for 2,500 credits. I'm not doing that shit. And how is it that the distress signal, which is the only thing search and rescue should be, is not search and rescue, but all the other things are search and rescue? It doesn't make any sense. So I was reading about signal sources. You do get a little bit more. It's the normal things you do on distress signals, black box missions, all those things. I guess from what I understand, can be sold on the black market to the search and rescue agent, or turned in for the mission. But if you found the things and it was for a faction you're not working for, that's why you would sell it to somebody else. Because it's even an insignificant price to turn it into the search and rescue agent or the black market. But there is things we haven't seen and are different. But the station we went to that needed help, you rescued people from there. You turn it into a search and rescue. They always keep mentioning unidentified signal sources. So, so it's got to be those black boxes. You can also find black boxes on the surface of planets. Escape pods, personal effects, everything. Degraded emissions, which is like the worst things you could go and look for. They're just materials. You don't even get money for those. That's where all these search and rescue items are supposed to be at. And non-human signal sources. And the price that system-wide average, I was just looking at it, for a search and rescue item is 8,000 credits. But and 2,500 for the distress signals. We rarely see any of these search and rescue items at the degraded signal sources. And we do black box recovery missions, so I guess we could go and recover it and take it and sell it to someone else. We'll have to try that and see. But 8,000 credits versus 2,500 credits is not, neither one of them are worth my time. But I want to do search and rescue. I want to do the real search and rescue at some point. Like rescuing people. Personal effects, I don't remember seeing that. And wreckage components. I think that's where I remember getting these data downloads for our engineers at wreckage. Occupied escape pods. I want to get someone to see what that's about. Damaged escape pods. They can be sold to the search and rescue. I've never. And it says search and rescue related commodities are common at degraded emissions or non-human signal sources. They're never seen at degraded emissions. Degraded emissions is upgrade materials, and that's all it ever is. It's not even a distress signal. Degraded emissions. Well, things might have changed for the PC. Maybe that's whatever. It doesn't differentiate. That's what I was thinking while I was reading it, though. We've never ever seen any search and rescue items at a degraded signal source. Degraded emissions. Black boxes are that are mission targets. That's all we ever see those as. But when we go to a degraded emissions, there's never a black box there. Let alone any of these other things. So other than that, I was thinking we got to go out into the uninhabited regions, because that would make sense that the densely populated regions are everybody picks that stuff up. Other players, even the computer, don't matter about other players. It makes sense that it's not here in the numbers that they say. I don't know why. Like, that's my perspective. Like, that's just a common mission item that's worthless to us. Like, why is it a search and rescue item too? Like, that's why it's perplexing to me. Those missions are terrible. And then then I was thinking, because we don't want to lose our reputation with our faction by working for the other one. So send it to search and rescue. But then why is there a black market too? It's got to be, this has got to be, console version has got to be from like for early release. Because none of this shit makes any sense, and it's barely in the game. There's no reason to be writing guides about it. It like doesn't exist to us. There's no search and rescue stuff to us. Like, they may have been preparing to put that shit in the game, but then stopped updating. 'Cause it's not here. Stations, the stations that are on fire and damaged, those should be in the densely populated areas. Because more population, more chance for pirates, accidents, and aliens. We have seen a mega ship that was damaged by Thargoids, and they were evacuating. But we didn't have the right ship. We've seen a black box on a planet's surface. I don't remember if it was inside a mission or outside a mission. Other than that, they've only been mission signals, not degraded emissions. And degraded emissions have always been upgrade materials that are damn near worthless. But we're gonna keep track of that and wait to see once we get out into the void and see how common things become. It says search and rescue commodities are common at degraded emissions, and that's just a plain lie. Never once have we seen it at a degraded emission.